Hey everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Griff.
Nah, Baka.
I almost said I'm
No,
Oak
there is
because I
no
was
Oak.
thinking about it.
I took a delay there at the end too. I
I
like to kind of
noticed.
change it up. I like to change it up.
Every time
We
somebody's
chopped him
missing.
down.
Uh, well, yes, he is out today. He'll be back next time probably, I would imagine. But there's not a lot of new stuff to talk about because apparently
No,
there never is anymore. It just feels like a
it's a
lot
lot
of the
of boring
same.
stuff. Yeah, a lot of boring stuff these days. It feels like the gaming market is just
Sliding off
yeah.
into oblivion.
Everyone's getting fired, and AI is doing everything.
And like
It's like,
that's it.
oh
That's
yeah,
most of the
And
news.
fucking it up in the process, and then CEOs are like, why are people not wanting to buy our shit?"
Well, and I feel like, and I know we're tangenting right out of the gate, but
hey,
I
let's
also feel
tangent.
like, I mean, it's not like we have a ton of news to talk about. Feel like, too, that it's a lot of same-ish games. I mean, like, oh no, they've announced a new Call of Duty. Oh no, there's another shooter game that's, similar to 30 other games.
But Griff, you're not excited about the new Call of Duty? Like, what is it? This 30 now?
I actually don't know how many cumulative Call of Duty games there are. I mean,
What year
it
is this?
has to be.
25?
What year is this? Yes. I mean, it has to
There's probably
be.
about 25 Call of Duty
I
games.
mean, I don't know if there's 25, but it has to be more than 10.
It feels like it. No, close. There are at least 24 Call of Duty
Yeah,
titles as
I was
of
about to say.
October 2025.
Yeah, I was about to say
Okay.
because the first game that they came out with was Call of Duty in 2003. It is 2025, and they have been trying hard to stick to a once a year schedule, which leads up to about 25 because they've added and stuffed games in random years. So yeah, definitely.
Mm. I guess some
It's
of it
just
too is we also are at a point where there's not a unified, like, everybody's excited about this except for like a handful, and one of them we'll be talking about today because GTA 6 is on the horizon, and that's one of the ones that definitely catches universal attention. But I think in general, like, games as far as massive big ones have kind of faded, and everybody's just watching their own personal interests for indie games and double A's and things like that. So there's not like, oh, big news about this. It's like there's 15 indie games that got announced today that people are pretty much looking forward to, but it's 15 different kinds of games, so it's 15 subsets of people. It's harder to be like, here's a generalized thing that everybody wants, because it's not
you
happening
know,
anymore.
I think you're right. It feels like the gaming community, all of us in general, like we have these prime rib style games that we look forward to: Resident Evil,
Mm.
GTA, things like that. Like we have a certain set of games that we like to watch, and that's what we give into. Silent Hill for you,
Mm.
and we look at those, and then in between it's like I don't care. There's so many triple, quadruple, quintuple A video game releases. They're all just a bunch of junk, and they're forcing them out. We're gonna go to the snack bar on Steam and find us some indie games that will keep
Yes.
our attention. For $5 I could get a game that I'll put 50, 60, 70, 80 hours
Yes,
in, that
hello,
I can play with
Peak.
my friends in between my big releases. And
But
that's
it's all
where it
varied
feels
for
like we're
different
shifting.
different groups too. Again, it's not like homogenized. Everybody's playing Halo right now. It's like literally the only thing that the internet is talking about. It that is no more. We don't do that anymore. And with triple A's, even the ones that people do look forward to, from like you said, for me, Silent Hill, you have to be so cautious about looking forward to it that most people don't. It's not as exciting as it used to be because you know that there's a 75% chance now that the game's going to be a broken, buggy mess that is nothing like what you were presented when it was announced. So I mean, I think that our
And
excitement for it has been so tempered by all of the disappointments that it's hard to really feel like the same as it was, even like 10 years ago.
and it's because of the shift, and I'm going to use Roblox as
Mm,
my vehicle here.
that's an
Um,
awful vehicle.
a long time ago when we played video games, it was LAN and it was friends. Baka remembers these days. It was we played games because either we enjoyed the single player game or we wanted to hang out and play with our friends. That was it. And then it got to the point of like everybody's playing always online games, always something. And then it's slowly shifting back to where it began. And Roblox is the biggest game out there by a huge margin.
It's very
But it's
predatory and
not
scary. Do not go into that.
let me get to my point. It's not because it's a good game. It's because it's a hangout place. More people don't actually play this game because it's literally just like Minecraft or building blocks, whatever. They play it because it is a social gathering place, which is why it is a predatory place. It is terrible because kids and adults of all ages from every corner of the planet gather in this game because this is the social aspect. It's like if Discord was a game where you could jump into your server or jump into the world, and then you have all these little places where you can go and play.
That's because we have less places to hang out in real life, and so everybody does it in a digital place, and Roblox is free.
Exactly, and that's why Roblox is so big, is because we are making that transition back to we just want to hang out with our friends. Like we're not looking to like hit a hardcore game and play Halo every day.
And I think that's why games like Peak and Repo and Lethal Company and things like that have found such footholds. Is because the gameplay, well, Among Us maybe less, because it's less about hanging out with your friends. You don't just bullshit. Everybody's silent until somebody gets murdered. Then you discuss and yell at each other at the table. But
that was, in my opinion, the turning point for social games. Is when COVID destroyed real life socialization. I wouldn't
disagree with that. That was one of the games that was like right there at the forefront when we were starting to lose social places for us to go in the real world. And then we now have a much more varied table for that kind of stuff. But you're right, it does take away from... Not everybody's going to hop on Marvel Rivals, even though it's free, and put their tryhard hats on 6 nights a week, you know?
I love having Marvel Rivals. I could just jump in, play a few rounds, and then I just move on. I'm not stuck to it. Back in the day, I loved to be able to play Halo because I could do both, social and hardcore play. I played social with my friends, and I would put on my tryhard hat, and it was just kind of what it was.
The market was much smaller for stuff like that, so it was... You know, it was a bragging rights thing to be like, I made it to major tonight. I'm super excited about it. I got rank up. Now it's like, that guy on our team is a terrible Punisher, but he's got the Lord icon because he literally has been terrible for 100+ hours at it. It's not he's trying to get better. It's he has free time and, I don't know, thinks he's good maybe. I'm not sure. We had that happen this weekend, but
yeah,
it's just one of those things where it's not as important to play these games and play them proficiently. It is now just like, I don't have anything better to do, I guess. For some games, yes. It feels like. I don't know. But yeah. I do like, I love that we have social places like Repo and you know, Peak has been our real big one lately because it's like that. Yeah, I mean, you want to play, you want to be able to be successful and climb, but you have a lot of time to just like hang out while you do it. So it's been a real fun thing, but there's not universally like yeah, I do want to play GTA, but I also know that I'm not going to spend the $70-$80 right out the gate. Plus I'd want to buy it for PC, which is going to be like a year or so out anyway. So it's not like it really matters, but I feel like a lot of people are in that same boat, especially with games that are doing PC launches at different times from their main console launches. Like, you're losing a chunk of your audience for a year.
Silent Hill will probably be getting their second release here, going to Xbox, because I'm pretty sure they had a 1-year exclusivity, and it'll be 1 year at the beginning of October, which means Xbox might be getting a chance to get into it, which I guarantee will just help boost sales even more so.
Yeah. If
they didn't buy it on PC. But, you know.
PC is a wonderful thing. You can eventually play with mods and things like that, and it's very nice. I don't know.
Yes.
Tiny little rant. I just feel like that's where we're headed, and it feels that way also, like, I guess we, the 3 and 4, when Oak is here, of us, feel that a little more than, like, the casual people, because we're doing a podcast about it. So it's like, well, we used to have to be like, this is too many articles for this week. We need to trim it down to a handful so that we can talk about them within 2 hours. And now it's like, we literally have three things to link this week, because those were the most exciting of the 3.
Well, I
and
say the exciting out of the Eurogamer stuff, but there were several articles that were like, oh, more layoffs over here.
Yeah, it's just all more of the same. It's always layoffs, AI, and this game bad.
I will say that Hollow Knight also released this week, and that game exploded on Steam. Absolutely exploded, and it is apparently very good. But the reason is because it was announced 6 or 7 years ago, and they have been radio silent besides showing something every couple of years. Oh, so they kind of like
surprise launched it? The Silksong one?
Yeah, in the community, it was like, oh, they're going to release it this year, and then it'd be radio silence. Well, oh, they're going to release it this year.
To be fair, Hollow Knight, the original Hollow Knight game, had a huge cult following anyway, and this falls into the same caveat that we were just talking about. It's an indie game that's $20. You don't have to spend a fortune. You know what you're going to get out of it, because it's, that it took that long in development because the team actually cares about what they're making instead of just rushing out whatever they have to for the shareholders.
And they only charge you $20 for it. It's like, oh my. Yeah.
I mean, it will very likely have maybe some add-on stuff at some point, but it's worth. I mean,
100%.
You're not paying, $70 for a game that's been commercially hyped to you and shoved into your face for the past 2 years, and then, it comes out a broken mess. You know what you're getting with that. It's going to be good. You're going to be able to play it at launch, like today, right now, this week. So I don't know, different feel. It feels like the new and excitement part of the gaming industry has really worn off, and all you're seeing under the luster now is the bullshit corporate stuff. And not that corporate stuff isn't sometimes fun to watch, but you have to be a weirdo who cares about business stuff like me to find any of that interesting. And even then, it's really lost some of its luster because it's the same things. Oh, we bought up 37 companies. Look how good we are. We're going to let them do whatever. It's been 6 months. Fire that team, fire that team, fire that team, because that one over there can take over and the AI can do the rest. That's it. That's the news cycle. You just put that on repeat.
Yep. Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm a Debbie Downer. Not bad.
That's just how it is. We've been watching this for years at this point. We've got a pretty good idea of how things work these days.
Well, and I mean, even with the stuff that we are going to talk about, the GTA article is about how people from Devolver Digital believe that it's going to be not 4 A's, but 5. The first game. And honestly, at this point, who cares? We know it's going to do well, and we know that because they have a good track record. Putting an extra couple of A's on there doesn't really change much about it, but we got to talk about it.
I'm pretty sure they say that in meme style, but yeah, GTA, at this point, you would have to try so hard. You would have to just actually burn down the game as much as you possibly could to make it be bad for the community.
Yeah.
You'd have to try so hard. You'd have to go GTA 1, you'd have to completely go back, do it top-down style in bad pixels and turn it into a side scroller with pay-to-win mechanics, and even then most of the community would be like, what in the f- are you guys doing with this thing? This has got to be a joke, right? But people would still play it, and they'd be like, "Well, this is different."
And so far,
you'd have to try hard to burn it down.
I think the interesting parts of this are people actively, other companies moving their launch dates to facilitate. They're like, GTA's coming out. 2 months. Push ours 2 months, one direction or the other. I don't care which one. Pick one. Just move us away from that because nobody's gonna play our game. Otherwise, that and the people that are like, it's gonna be terrible, are mad because there's a playable woman. Fuck off.
I don't understand that. Hell yeah.
It's woke. It's too woke. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
yeah.
Sorry.
The modern
all the
problem.
Way off.
Yeah, I mean, what you don't want to play a woman and your homie plays the boy? You know, you could do the whole relationship thing.
Oh man.
But that would be a bromance, and that we can't have that.
Hey, one of them's a girl. It's just a regular romance. Yo, homie, you get to play the girl this time. Well, I played the girl last time. Why can't I play the dude? No, I'm the dude. You play the girl.
The amount of people though that are like vocally upset about that specific thing is like,
And you
oh
want to know
my
the funniest part about that is I bet a majority of those people
still gonna play
play
it.
female characters in other RPGs when they make their own character.
Yeah, if you have a customizable character, oh yeah, they're playing a female because
I
they want to watch her
money.
from behind.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
you gotta
I
be
play
mad about
female
this one
characters, too.
because reasons.
You don't have a choice. It's a female character.
Pick and choose. Pick and choose. So
they don't have a choice to make her look how they fantasize.
also, I fully understand that the whole idea of AA, AAA is supposed to be based on financial investment in the game, and that tells you how much, like, that the amount of A's, it tells you how much it costs. I think at this point we can just drop that pretense though and stop at triple, because it has become its own thing to let us know this is an expensive game made by a company with bunches of money. We don't have to keep adding and making it look stupid. It looks dumb. Like quadruple A for Skull and Bones was stupid anyway, and that game bombed. I think if you name it anything over double or triple A, it's just gonna do not great. Let's just not do that. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. What else? Which of the other two things do you want to talk about?
Well, all right. Perfect. So the game that we have been kind of stuck on is Peak. Part of the reason why it's so much fun is that it is super, super basic style game.
Basic
It's
Peak?
it's got high replayability. It's got good teamwork, and it has some tense moments where you are standing on the edge and you don't know which way to climb, and your buddy goes to climb around a wall, and then all you hear is Baka go, oh!
I was gonna say,
And then you see him slide right down, and it's like, oh.
No, the better one is when you hear, oop! And then everybody goes, like, simultaneously goes, did he just die? And you have to wait to see if his ghost pops up or not. Or if you hear from a distance, I'm fine. I lived!
Yeah. Like, that is what makes games so fun to replay, because you have your friends, you have the replayability, you have the teamwork, and you have the tension that goes into it.
Yeah, it changes, you know, so you've got that too.
Leads into this article. The Left 4 Dead creator, Mike Booth, announced he is working on a new 4-player co-op shooter. He's the guy who made the original Left 4 Dead. And which is crazy because I found the Reddit article when they were talking about it, and one of the top comments was like, the reason why Left 4 Dead, the original, was so good is because it had high replayability, it had tension, and it had teamwork. The three core structures that make a good co-op game. Yeah. So he is focusing on those three to build his new game, which I am 100% down with. Now imagine in my dream world, take the Peak style to a Left 4 Dead style. Imagine like he gives you all the maps, like Left 4 Dead 1, you get 5 maps, and then every day there's a special version of the map where they pick one of the campaigns, they randomize it, and randomize the items, and you and your team can try to work your way through. It's going to be a hard difficulty style, and then you got your normal campaigns, and then you've got your challenge map each day. So you have a high replayability for that.
I'm still trying to figure out why Back 4 Blood didn't work as well as Left 4 Dead.
Oh, easy.
I mean, it
didn't have any replayability or tension.
I mean, it did.
It did not for me. The tension, you get to be so powerful, and you get to like compensate in the game that it becomes easy. I almost never felt that way in Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, where it became easy. Like even on normal, you have to be careful because if you make a mistake,
that's only because you let me play with you and there are sniper rifles on the map.
Well,
As I
Well,
start noticing.
even then, with Left 4 Dead, if the director felt like, oh, things are going too easy for them, it'll change things up and fuck you up.
Yeah, the director was pretty good. And then sometimes they would be, oh, here's a horde and there's a witch around the corner. Or if you feel like you're going to go around the corner to avoid the witch, it'll drop a horde on you. And then you kill the horde, you go around the corner and you instantly got a tank.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
I guess
shit.
that's true. The director for that game, the AI director of that game, just did feel like it was doing the Lord's work, essentially, where it's like, yeah, they're getting through this too easily. Let me lull them to a false sense of security. All right, here's all of the bad. And then
They would just keep swarming you with hordes and then not give you any med kits, and you're sitting there getting slowly degraded, and you're like, shit, I can't find any meds.
You know, you're right. I did feel more tension and concern about us getting separated as a group of 4 in Left 4 Dead. Like, okay, there's a horde that's coming through. Oh no, I hear a smoker in the background. You know there's too many buildings around. I'm going to get separated from my team. They're not going to be able to get me. It never really felt like that in Back 4 Blood. You're right. I guess we did
most of the time they had that little fucking thing at the top that was like, oh, watch it fill up. Oh, it's filled up. Horde is coming. Like, oh, okay.
Did it have that?
I know.
I guess I just never really paid attention to it.
Yep. On certain levels, it had the little, like, it was one of those better run moments, and then it would fill it up, and then.
Well, I mean, if you know when the running is going to take place, there's no reason for you to be concerned about it.
Exactly. It was too easy. Like, there wasn't.
I guess I
wasn't
wondered why, because I
it.
had never had like words to put to what was different about it. But you're right. The power level is a big part of it. Like being able to buy cards that make some of those things so trivial, or make it so that you regen so much of your health and things like that. It wasn't really a challenge anymore. So you were just kind of like. I mean, there were still going to be challenging parts, like the ship at the end of the first level, I think it is, or whatever, the first big arc. You've got to go and plant the bombs and then come back off, and while the war is happening, there's a lot of stuff. But that one, I guess it's not enough consistent tension, is what it is.
Yeah, it's not. And see, the problem, I played one of the characters. Every character comes with a special ability, too. That you're not just regular people. You've got special abilities. Mine was being able to break out of grabs easy, or at least one time on a cooldown. So I would get grabbed, and then I would break free. And then I'd get grabbed again, and I'd usually have a taser on me, and then I would just tase him and get free. Like, you'd grab me 3 or 4 times, and I'd still get free myself. Left 4 Dead?
You're right. That's definitely part of it. I feel like, now that you said that too, it plays into what the difference is with a lot of shooters too. Is like, why doesn't it feel like Halo did? Well, in Halo, you didn't have Halo up to Halo 3, you didn't have power-ups and stuff like that. Everybody was at the base the same. And it was dependent on you getting a weapon that you were proficient enough with to kill somebody. And beyond that, it is what it is. Like, God forbid we do Fiesta and I end up with a Spartan laser. It's not going to happen for me. But if I can run onto the map and grab the shotgun, I'll be alright for a little while. But you're right. In first couple of Left 4 Deads, they were just people. And it was whatever weapons that you could find. And that added to that tension that you needed versus, well, I'm going to play this character because, like, I played the same lady the whole time for Back 4 Blood because she had a whistle that called in a tall boy. So it's like, yeah, if I feel like it's too much, I'm just going to call in my pet to come and help me. And I know that he's limited time, but it does make it a lot easier.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you're right.
And the thing is and the difficulty ramp, like you have to upgrade the difficulty in Back 4 Blood to make it more stressful. Like, because it's to tone your power down. And that's the kind of power scale that you get. That you get powerful, upgrade the difficulty. Powerful, upgrade the difficulty. And again, Left 4 Dead was just like, oh, you could play through normal? Cool. Do you want a real challenge? Upgrade it. Okay, this is tough. This is tough. You don't get upgrades, kid. You just have to get better.
Yeah.
Like, and then you want to play the extreme? Good luck. I don't care how good you are or what upgrades you have. You just have to be better. Yeah. There isn't, I got my cards maxed out and I have 1,600 extra health and now I need to play on a harder difficulty to make this a challenge. It was, I upgrade this because I am getting better and I want to do that. Same thing with Peak. When you get better, you like And yeah, the Ascension modes just make the game harder.
Yeah, I'm not
There's
good
no
enough
upgrades
at
in
the
Peak.
normal yet.
But that's the point, is you get better at the base, and then you can upgrade the difficulty and make it more challenging for yourself. There's no upgrading your character to force yourself to upgrade.
Yeah. I do like that. I like the
it's-
idea of that. Maybe that's where we've kind of lost our way as far as the gaming industry goes, is everybody wants to be so special that
Yes.
it's too special. Like, you've become too strong in every game right out of the gate because you can pick and choose which things will give you an advantage, and there's no disadvantage that goes with it. Like, just because you were playing the guy that could get out of grapples easier doesn't mean that for whatever reason you had less health. It didn't give you a negative to balance out your positive. It only just made you positive.
Yeah. It's the power creep in players. Everybody wants to be more powerful, but that's why games like Peak and Repo and things like that are kind of picking up steam, is because we like the power creep, but we also just like to be able to chill, and play, and have fun,
Repo,
and then get better.
The you can upgrade your little bot, but you need to do it
round
cooperatively
basis.
with your team, so not everybody is, putting points into one thing and arguing over buying the strength upgrade, so that you guys can still be a team successfully, not like amazingly strong little individuals,
And guess what Repo has? Replayability, tension, and teamwork.
I have nightmares about hearing the teeth of the big head guy just like around a corner somewhere goes chomp, 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 and you're like, I'm just gonna die.
But that's good stuff. That's good stuff. And that's what we need to see out of cooperative shooter like that, which is why I don't think Killing Floor 3 is going to do very well. Killing Floor 3 has the same problem. It's that power creep. It's that power creep.
But
all
they
the characters
changed a lot
are
of the
specific.
stuff that people liked about that game to start with. So it's like the thing that made the first two entries successful, you're changing, like intrinsically changing for the third. What are you doing? Your player base doesn't want to play a different game. They want to play the next evolution of that game.
It's like
it's almost like there's a game franchise that I can think of that did the exact same fucking thing.
There are several
Which
of those.
one?
Which one are you talking about?
Which one are you
Dawn of
thinking
War,
about?
Dawn of War 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's like Risk of Rain to Risk of Rain 2. Perfect evolution.
Mm-hmm.
You kept the core of the game and just evolved it. It's like Killing Floor 1 to Killing Floor 2. Core of the game and evolved it. And then Killing Floor 3, you're like, throw it out the window. We're going to make a hero shooter zombie killer horde thing. And it's like,
but why? We already have so many hero shooters, and that's not what your game was.
Not really what I'm digging here. Okay, whatever. Sure.
If I wanted to play a hero shooter, I mean, there's plenty of other options.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things that are missing in today's gaming world, and it's getting saturated to the point of where it's becoming boring. And thankfully, there are a lot of people like us, regular gamers, who are like, I want to make a game. I've got a good idea. These AAA studios are just shit at making things. They just rinse, repeat.
They go, hey, we have a formula that seemed to work. Now we're just going to stick to it until we go, shit. People are tired of this, and we don't know what to do anymore. We can't be inventive.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it's just...
but that's the thing, is it's all about shareholders and profit now, and doing something outside of the box and different and unique is risky, and companies don't want to pay for risk. They want to give money to something that they know will give that money back to them 10 times over, because it's the same thing that people already have. It's just got a different color. I mean... But
that's the thing, is you can keep doing that all you want, because all of us, the people who keep buying that stuff, are getting older. We ain't going to want that shit anymore. And the kids behind us and the kids behind them are going to look at the games that we play and go, that shit's old, man. That shit whack. I don't want that anymore. We need something different. And those people, those shareholders are like, where are all the profits going? The kids nowadays don't care for that shit.
Well, and that's why the things like Roblox are huge, is because that's where all of the kids are. I mean, like, it's a free-to-play thing. Their parents don't have to buy it for them.
Hangout game.
Yeah.
It's a free-to-play social gathering place.
So, and I'm not saying that
they're
every
not
game
even
has
interested
to
in
be
playing
free.
games.
I'm just saying, don't expect that every $60 game is going to sell and make all of the money in the world. One, you can't make infinite money. And two, people get tired of it. Three, there are so many other options that your game is never going to make the money that it would have 25 years ago. The market's too saturated. There are too many options, and gamers are spoiled for choice now. I mean, it just is what it is. So.
Yep. But yeah, I'm interested into seeing what they can come out with. I'd like to see these indie games and what they can do now, because so far the games that I have bought, I have been impressed with. I enjoy playing, and I play them. And I will even say that I did not care for headliners, but as it has gone on, I enjoy it for the most part. It's pretty fun. It's a very interesting take on a game like that. So, I mean, it's nice to see these indie developers kind of try. They have a vision. They see something, and then they try to make it. Cool. I love it. Go ahead.
And your game can continually be successful for quite a long time, as long as you're listening to your market and your audience. I mean, within reason. You can't please everybody. It just is what it is. But I mean, like, 80% of my audience thinks this thing is unbalanced. Well, let me do something to help balance that out, and also, change this thing that wasn't working. So, listening is important, and AAA companies generally don't. Although, I say that, well, AAA, that's debatable also. This whole Vampire Masquerade thing, walling off behind a paywall 2 classes, especially one which is like the most popular class in the whole fucking game. They decided maybe that was a bad move. So they're quote unquote, we are listening to your feedback about the La Sombra and Toreador clan access and making adjustments ahead of launch to reflect this. I don't know what that means yet.
I'll be 100% honest. Maybe. But I'll be 100% honest. In this day and age, and it's probably one of those things where it's actually working like it's supposed to, but I don't trust any company or just about anything on the internet. Tinfoil hat, I believe that they knew that this was going to be a bad idea, and they're like, that's fine. We're going to still announce it, but then we're going to retract it after people get their heat out, and then it'll make us look good, right? It'll make us look like we're listening.
I feel like you're giving a lot of credit on that one. If it was any other company, I'd kind of be like, oh, okay, maybe that's believable. Paradox just does dumb shit like this all the time. It's kind of their MO. Like, they just make really bad choices.
That's perfect. It makes it more believable, right?
I mean, I guess.
You cannot tell me that nobody in that company heard this idea and did not go, this isn't going to go over well.
Their justification was that since the Chinese room inherited this from, who was it that started? Basically, it started out under one developer and then got Paradox, chopped that one and then sent it over to another developer to finish, essentially. So there were parts of the game that weren't done yet when the Chinese room finally got handed the game. And the reasoning behind why these were going to be walled off is because this was additional content that was not in the part that they had originally received, so they had made this separately, which I disagree with that take on it.
I
disagree with that take on it. Hardsuit Labs, I think, is the company that started this originally. But I disagree with that, because you're telling me that one of the base game clans from Vampire the Masquerade was never planned to be in this, the sequel to the game that already had them. They were not planned to be in this.
And more.
No, it's just that Hardsuit Labs hadn't gotten to their storyline part yet, and then the Chinese room went, well, I guess we can do it, but let's charge for it because we have to do it ourselves and it's not part of what they already gave us. So, I don't, that feels like a bullshit answer to me. But I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. That was what they gave as the excuse for why they wanted to do it that way. And they have said they're looking into it, but they have not said it will not be sold that way and they will come with the base game. Because I imagine they're probably going to continue forward and hope that people forget about this. So.
That's completely possible, too. But We'll see. I have again no faith in any of these.
Well, that's
companies.
again, that kind of loops back into why we don't get excited about big games anymore. Is because it's hard to, because most of the time there's garbage attached to it like this.
And I will eat some of my words, because there are specific companies that I feel like I can put my faith into because they have not disappointed me yet.
Yes.
Like Capcom. I have faith in Capcom. They are so good at what they do.
Bugs in
Now
there.
they are.
Yeah, but that's fine. They have
I remember-
taken
yeah,
their
but-
lessons.
Yes, I was about to say they're when they started doing some of their games where they were like, yeah, you can buy this DLC, especially for like the fighter games in Street Fighter and stuff. And it was like, well, kind of like how Vampire is. It's like, well, it's already in the game coding and stuff anyway. You're just paying to unlock it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is stupid.
That is 100% true. They are still a company, but that's not my side of their company. But I can definitely empathize with, because that is terrible. That's a fucking horrible decision. The fuck, Capcom.
Yeah.
Company, I get it. You're trying to make money, but that's a terrible fucking idea. Like, don't even put it in the game if you're gonna do some shit like that.
Well,
Wait
the
till
last
later.
time I tried to be cautiously optimistic and support a game that was by a studio that had a less than stellar reputation, I still got disappointed. Saints Row, looking at you.
Sure.
I went into that wholly ready to be optimistic and give them all of the credit, but
That's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Got a little crunchy on that one. They got burned. So, I don't know.
That's fine. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's fine. I mean, no company is going to be perfect. I used to have faith in Blizzard. They just completely sold out and became shit. So that
there are a few companies that I guess I would be more willing to be flexible for. Like I know CD Projekt Red is developing the next Cyberpunk game. I'll probably still want that on launch. Like I know that people had such a tough time with Cyberpunk 2077 at launch, and it came out with bugs and just a bunch of failures and all of this stuff. I didn't personally experience that. I got really lucky, and I really enjoyed the product that they gave me and the polish they put on it afterwards that should have been put on it before. I hope they've learned their lesson, but I'll still buy the next Cyberpunk, probably, right out of the gate. I just... Not a lot of companies I'd be willing to be that flexible for, though.
Yeah, definitely not these days. But I will say there is a company on my radar that is getting earning more of my faith.
Oh yeah,
Libertine.
Yeah, the Chronos game just came out.
They are working their reputation up, because the Chronos game, A New Age, New Dawn, is actually pretty damn good. I have like all the reviews and whatnot of like getting 7, 8, 9s in some places, 88s out of 100. Like people are enjoying it. It feels good. It looks good. The story's great. Like I've
heard they really nailed like the atmosphere and the story itself. Super good. I've heard some of the combat is a little like not as polished as it could be. I'm not mad about that though. Like honestly, in a game like that, I'm playing it more for the story than I am the combat anyway. I'm not saying the combat is allowed to be garbage, but I'll allow it to be less than stellar if everything else around it is great.
Yeah, I'll give them a little credit because they've gone from like Layers of Fear to Silent Hill 2 to I can't remember what that other game was that they made.
They did Medium, but that was kind of a miss.
Medium.
It didn't do well.
Yeah, well, I think it was okay. It was not very good.
I did not get into it enough to actually finish that one.
Yeah. And then they did Silent Hill 2, so that was their first kind of foray into a big survival horror game, and then they've done this one, which is their own personal IP, and it's like, okay, I see you guys have good trajectory. You're going up. You're working on it right. I like it. Larian Studios is another one I've got a lot of faith in. They first of all made the Divinity series. It was the old one was a really okay RPG. It's like a little 2D kind of top down old school. And then they made Divinity Original Sin, which was like a D&D style game, and everyone's like, ooh, this is good. They made the second one, and it's like, oh, That's real good. And then they made Baldur's Gate 3, and everyone's like, speechless.
Mm-hmm.
Speechless.
That's true.
And now everyone's like waiting for whatever they make next. Because they have everybody's attention.
Yes.
If I'm going to
Have my
put them,
attention.
they're like at Rockstar level. Well, not at Rockstar level, but they're right there where when they announce the game, all eyes are going to be like,
You what now?
what you got? What you got? We
Show
all
it
going to
to
sit here and wait
me.
for it.
It won't be Baldur's Gate 4 though.
No, it
No.
will not.
Which is fine. Like, honestly, I'm good
Yeah.
with that. Not just because a game is successful does not mean that it needs to have a 700 sequels behind it already planned and ready to just churn them out for cash. That's fine. Show me something new. Larian is a studio that will probably take a risk with their next game, and I bet it'll pay off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Larian is the studio that walked into the D&D universe and was like, "Here's this." Boom, and then walked out the fucking door, and everyone's like, "Holy shit. Where the hell have you guys been?" So whatever, like I can almost see Wizards of the Coast coming back to them in the 2030s going, "All right,
Can you
our
hear one?
plans for Baldur's Gate 4 turned out to be shit. Can you guys hit us up and, work on Baldur's Gate 5? And bring everybody back to the series?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got time. You got money? We got time."
I bet I kind of wonder though if they'd be like, well, we kind of did what we wanted with Baldur's Gate, but we'll do you another D&D universe game, just not a
Ooh,
direct
yes.
sequel to this. Which I mean,
Oh.
realistically,
I mean,
give me all the D&D.
yeah, there's a lot they could pull from. They could instead of Faerun, they can do Greyhawk,
Yeah.
They could
Go
go
Dragonlance,
anywhere.
or if they want to stay in Faerun, they can go to Waterdeep.
Give me
Yeah.
like a Ravenloft offshoot. Something Ravenloft adjacent.
Ooh.
I'd play that.
Hell yeah, most of us would. Like,
I mean,
like,
the 5th edition Curse of Strahd did really well.
mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people liked that like it brought the Ravenloft universe back
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
to attention.
But I mean, I think that's part of the magic though, where it's like, okay, well we all love Baldur's Gate. It was really amazing, but I mean, like, show me what else you can do. Let me see another, but different.
We've seen what they can do. So
Yeah, I mean, I have tons of time in Divinity too. So I know. I mean, I just want Larian to give me stuff.
I know, but that's fine. We let them cook, and while they're cooking, we play Peak, and we will wait.
Peak and Repo and less
Yep.
Lethal Company, but it's because you can't really fight back as much on that one. I feel like
I love that one when we got a big group. It feels chaotic or organized chaos. Yes, I like that one because you never know what's gonna happen or who's gonna walk in and get kidnapped immediately, or like it. To me, that one's kind of fun if you've got a big group. If you're in
I
a
feel
small
like
group,
in that
it's
one
kind of like,
I have less of a chance. Also, I just get distracted because I always hope for a loot bug because I love it so much.
yippee.
And I will give it all of our stuff and you guys get mad about that. So
I know.
I just want to make him happy. He's so cute.
No, then he kills you and takes your stuff
He
anyway.
only kills you if you
But
don't
Griff,
give him
we
stuff.
were short $50 to for all of us to keep living,
Look,
and that was $50. You
It was
gave damn
worth
loot
his
bug.
happiness, okay?
No, it was not.
Yes,
8 people?
it was.
No.
You guys
Not,
are all
not for
dicks.
us to get ejected.
Well, that's fine. We'll just put you on the conveyor belt and you get to be turned in.
That's fine. I don't think that do our bodies give us any money?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, totally worth if it
Uh.
did, but I guess not. So, as you can
Yeah.
guess, now that we've reached the "What have you been playing" part of the show, we've been talking about it the whole
Mhm.
show. Mostly Peak, a lot of
Yeah,
Peak.
definitely.
Um,
Marvel, of course. I made it to gold.
yay!
Gold 3.
Look at you, you're fancy.
Yeah, I was going to try to make it that.
Oh yeah, but are you Lord on Punisher? I mean,
No, I'm Lord on Luna. I'm Lord Luna.
That damn lord.
I just don't care about the Lord thing. Like I was saying earlier, people were like, oh, you know, back in the day, you'd be excited to make it to your rank and everything. With Lords in Marvel, it's like, as long as you've played that character for several hours, you're probably gonna get it. It doesn't feel as fancy, I guess, because even if you
To me,
lose,
It does. Yeah, but you have to actually, like, every character has the same thing. It's play for so many hours, do so much healing, and then there's 2 specifics
Or take
for
damage.
each class.
Because, I mean, with the healers, it's do so much healing. But with the tanks, I think
Yeah,
it's take so much
there's
damage.
or block so
Mitigate,
much,
yeah,
but
it's like blocking. You have to
mitigate.
block so much damage.
And then every one of them has one that's easier to do, but it requires you to become proficient. Like with Luna, it's freeze people with your ice ball, and every time it's like 10 of them, so it only takes 10 freezes. But the faster you do those, the faster you become Lord. But everybody's had the game for so long. But regardless, whenever I see a Lord, I'm like, you got time in this. Let's see how good you are.
If you are a Lord, healer, or tank, I automatically think that you may be proficient.
If you're
at
a
your
Lord
role.
tank,
if
I
you
have
are a
fucking
Lord
faith in
DPS
you.
and you insta lock that DPS, I fully believe that you are trash until you show me otherwise. Because almost every time we've had a Lord that insta locked a specific DPS, and it's usually Punisher Spider-Man, they've been terrible.
Lord DPS lock-ins, I get excited for. It's like, all right, these motherfuckers want to prove something. They want to show something. Let's go. Show me.
I feel like I've had the opposite
experience.
We've when playing as a group, we've had more bad experiences with a Lord DPS than we've had good.
I've had decent experiences in ranked. If when the DPS lock
much higher.
You're in gold, and at that point, it's basically
people are there to actually play the game.
Good. Yeah,
like they play proficiently, and they play. Yeah, you say that, and then one of my games.
I've done rank in the lower ranks. Even as like a healer, just like there's just so many people that are like, oh my god, why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
I will say, playing all the rank, that it totally depends on your tanks. It is 100% dependent on your tanks, followed by your healers, and your DPS are the moot. They have to play well, but you need good tanks. You have to. The game that I played that was for my rank up to gold 3, it was. I loaded in, and I always kind of sit there, and I'll always hover my Lord Luna. 3 DPS insta-locked. And then the 4th one hovered it too, and I was like... And one of the person was like, oh, look at that. 4 DPS lock-ins. Good job, guys. You should probably switch and pick something else. So they picked tank, and I was the only healer, and I was like, okay. I pinged my tank, and I focused on my tank. I was like, you are the only one that's going to get heals. The rest of these turds are going to die. Good luck for making bad choices. And I don't even care if this is ranked. You made shit choices, and we fucking lost. So I was like, they swapped and kept swapping around, but like 3 of the DPS did not swap. I was like, sucks for you. Make better choices, assholes. If you want to play greedy, go play fucking quick play, and you can do that shit. You want to play to win? Learn how to build a team.
I'm so good. I don't know why I wasn't getting any heals, because you have one healer that's keeping your tank up.
I straight up go like, you ain't getting none. If you want heals, fucking get your heals yourself. I'm going to watch the tank so that we can try to push this point. So, whatever. It's frustrating to watch that shit, but I have been playing games for so long that I am so used to it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you eat shit yourself. I'm going to play this game as best as I can and do whatever the hell you want. You don't want to play to win? That's fine by me, buddy.
Well, I started Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one, not the second one, because I've never played it.
Henry.
Okay, look, I sent Chicken a message. Like, I was in the first like 10 minutes of the game, and I sent Chicken a message, and I was like, I thought this was just a fighty dude game, and it's asking me what I want to have specialized in, and it said that I need to wear nice clothes. And it said that I have to eat food. What am I playing? I was not ready.
I told her specifically, I was like, girl, you got to be ready. This is a deep
I
RPG.
thought you meant it had a lot of, like, storyline stuff. I didn't realize that it was like, okay, you got to make sure that you pick up food, but before you eat the food, you got to make sure how long it's been in your inventory, because if it's been in your inventory too long, it can spoil, and then that poisons you. And if you get poisoned, you have to actually go see doctors and get medicine and stuff. And I was like...
When I think of true RPGs, Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of them.
I didn't know. I thought, like I said, I sent him a message and I literally said, I thought this was just a fighty dude game. Because I didn't know what to expect getting into it. I thought when everybody's like, it's such a deep RPG, it meant I make lots of choices. So far,
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't-
making many choices, but I am washing my hands in every barrel I can find because it said that it was important. So
Yeah, we don't see enough RPGs these days. So
I mean, I'm excited about it. Although last night was my second time playing, and I got a little frustrated because I spent like an hour and a half to make like 15 minutes of progress.
well, you kept hitting bugs, which
Get your horse.
The game is
My horse is in a stable. I get on my horse and I tried to back him out, and the horse was like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna turn around." And when he turned around, it stuck him through the ceiling with me on him.
Are you sure it said "nah, man" and not "nay, man"?
I hate you. I hate you so much. Also, I picked charisma as my little stat booster thingy, and they're like, "Hey, if you want to get out of here, I need you to steal some stuff." I'm like, I don't really know if I'm gonna be good at stealth, you guys. As it turns out, I'm not. I've already been arrested. Well, let me reload the game.
To be fair, she's not good at stealth at any game.
I'm not. I'd rather talk my way out of the issue than have to lockpick and sneak around. I'm not good at stealth. I am good at most everything else. I would even prefer let me just smash this dude's face. And I'm also trying to play like Henry as a good kid. And they're like, you need to go and steal the armor. And I'm like, but this dude took me in. I don't want to steal from his people. This seems like a bad choice. Like, no matter how you really color that, I don't understand why you want me to be the bad person here. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I did not make it very far last night. I'm just so sad. Because I got stuck on the horse thing twice. I saved the game after I finally got him out of the stable, so he's like, Henry and horse are just standing in the little town square, so that when I come back next time, I can try to steal the armor again, and see, because somebody told me where to go to get it, but the caveat is you have to have a helmet that covers your face entirely. Well, the place where I went to steal the armor doesn't have a helmet like that, so I don't even know where I'm supposed to go get it. Instructions too vague.
Instructions vague, not sure.
Like, am I just supposed to go and unlock every chest in this keep until I can find the right helmet? How am I supposed to know where it's at? None of the guards wandering around this place even have a helmet like the one that they want. I don't even know. Like, I was like, maybe I can just follow one of them because the lady mentioned that the guards sleep all around the castle, so, you could just steal their stuff while they're asleep. None of them even have that helmet. So I can't even, like, follow a dude until he gets tired. I don't know. I'll go back and figure it out.
Steal the helmet off of their head.
They don't have the right helmets! Welcome to my life. I'm bad at stealth. I need more direct instruction also, so.
Yes. Yes, you need little arrows that point to exactly the helmet.
There was one point at which I did not have a quest marker on the map, so I was just like, I guess I just talk to people until somebody says something important. Oh, I found the guy who said the thing that I need to do. Okay, cool. So, that's going to be fun for me. And by fun, I mean slightly questionable.
Yes.
Buck, have you been playing anything else?
I tried out Turtle WoW.
Yeah, the thing that Blizzard's immediately
That's illegal.
Yeah,
Going on the seas.
I wanted to see what the hype and everything was.
Are you actually turtles? Why is it called this?
No,
Chicken said no.
It's just the name.
Wow.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's classic WoW, but instead of ending with Nax, they went, hey, let's continue this. And so they've added in like other dungeons and things like that to continue the classic story, and they've added in high elves as for the alliance race and goblins for the horde, but in lore friendly ways. Like the high elves are basically like refugees and trying to rebuild, and it even talks about, because I went through their starting little area and in quest for a little while to see what it was like, and it even discussed the fact that they're struggling with their arcane addiction the whole time. So it keeps it lore friendly in a way. That they've also apparently have changed up a few of the classic dungeons a little bit. Like apparently they've added in some more bosses and stuff in the Dead Mines. There's also, since in classic WoW you could not level to 260 on quest alone. Like you either had to do dungeons, a bit of dungeon grinding, or just grinding in general.
Okay.
They've also added in some quests in some of the areas, like some of the ones I just running around ran across. That they ran across, they've done some a few new little quests in like around Goldshire. It's like, well, and it's nothing like crazy. It's like, oh, okay, well, kill some spiders and get some venom from them. So the spiders that are around Elwyn Forest, now you have a reason to. There's a quest to kill some of the low level mangy wolves to kind of add a little bit of XP boost into it.
I see.
The downside is, as we've been reading the articles and stuff for, is they have a lot of like paying stuff into it. Like it's not really pay to win, but
it's pay to convenience.
It's a lot of convenient stuff.
Yeah, like there's some mounts you can get. There's items you can get. So like you don't have to go running all the way back to somewhere to like smelt all your ore and do crafting stuff. You can just pop out this little thing. It's like, cool, I can just craft my stuff right here. I didn't get to experience it from what little I played of it, but I saw a bunch of people talking about it in the chat thing about, I guess there's some kind of like a guild home base kind of a thing. So like if you have a guild, like you can set like a home base at certain inns or taverns or whatever,
right,
throughout the whole world, and that's your meeting area for the guild and for the guild bank and things like that.
Okay.
So like it's basically they took classic and they've gone and added more story and dungeons and raids to it to continue it, and which is really cool, and I kind of like that idea. But yeah, I don't know, like obviously looking at it, like it's like, yeah, the servers are definitely going to get shut down, as much as the people are basically bitching and going, well, the Blizzard better not do it, and they do it, we're still not going to go pay Blizzard to go play again. And
well, I mean, that's fine, but
but like you can tell, like this started as a passion project, and somewhere along the line, so someone involved in it was like, we can make money out of this.
Yeah, that's always the problem.
Yeah. And it kind of scratched that classic WoW itch a little bit again, and I was really kind of enjoying going through in the story, because it has that feeling of classic WoW, but it is tweaked a bit. Like paladins, they gave paladins a taunt, so they can actually fucking tank, and they tweaked some things like I was playing Hunter. No surprise there.
Shocked, I tell you.
Yeah, I hit level 10 just so I can get my pet, and I was like, all right, I'm done. But the hunters even have like survival is a melee build you can go into now, and they added a new aspect to the wolf. So you do, instead of like Hawk gave you ranged attack power, it gives you melee attack power.
So they incorporated some of the stuff that Blizzard eventually got around to. In
kinda.
They did a lot of what Season of Discovery did, which Season of Discovery is like the true epitome of plus. They made all of the classes really good and decently balanced. They gave hunters a melee spec. They gave paladins a taunt. They did so much in it.
They did not give mages a healing spec, though.
The temporal,
like they didn't go that far in it. They kept it more in line of how classic was, where it's like they already had these specs more or less. So like they made it's like, well, we're making paladins actually viable tanks, druids as viable as tanks and DPS, a lot more than what the mid maxing was. Like you don't have to go through those crazy links of like, yeah, I have to go and farm this like piece of gear that's from a level 30 dungeon in order to even try to compete with any of the rest of the people. In my spec, it's like no, and they've added in some new gear to help optimize a lot of that better in the long run, instead of it just being like, yeah, I've had this like since level 30 and it's the best for the whole time, because there's nothing else that will replace it.
Yeah. I don't like that.
But they kept all armor kits. So something weird they tweaked about it was like, where armor kits just used to give you armor, now they give you armor and stamina on that item.
Ooh, that is nice.
So they tweaked some of the crafting stuff to where it's a lot more useful in longer terms as well. Instead of just like, okay, well, we're starting to raid now. Well, I don't need hardly any of this shit anymore.
Yeah.
They try to keep the crafting. They also added in Joel crafting, and there is another one. It's the two other ones, kind of like off ones. It's a survivalist, which I'm not too sure all the details on that, but you have to get that up to a certain level to unlock gardening. You can grow your own crops and foods.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's basically like the equipment of like fishing and stuff. Is just, but I mean, I didn't get high enough level or anything to actually testing that. They've got a lot of really good ideas, and I see where like the popularity of the server comes from. But yeah, Blizzard's about to fuck them.
Yeah.
Just so hard.
I just
like if they didn't do any of the profiteering or anything out of it, and just kind of kept quiet, and yeah, I would be like, hey chicken, let's go play on this. This is really, really cool, and this will scratch our WoW itch.
To be 100% honest, in the middle of August, I was seeing people talk about it. I was like, I'm looking at this. I need to do a little research on this.
Yeah, that's why the same. I was just like, I want to check, like, and then we started seeing the articles about it, and I was just like, I want to at least try this for. So I messed around with it a little while on my one of my days off, and I was like, okay, I see where this is going, but it's about to get royally fucked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. With a lot of stuff like private server stuff, you gotta make sure that it stays kind of quiet. And the second you start getting, front page of Reddit famous, then Blizzard or whatever dev for whatever game you're playing is gonna be looking at it a little closer.
Yeah, I honestly think like if they weren't making bank and profit off of it or anything, Blizzard would have just went, whatever. However, I know like they're not doing Season of Discovery anymore, and it has me curious if Blizzard's going to do something similar on their own
100%.
with a Classic Plus, and basically just take Classic, and instead of going through and going, okay, here's Burning Crusade after next, they're just going to continue, because I would have liked to have seen because. Like, okay, you remember in Stormwind and the canals, there was always that gate that had the portal. That is an actual dungeon in Turtle WoW.
In WoW, but
it's the I think they called it the vaults or something, the Stormwind vaults. But like they went through and added all that stuff that and I remember years ago, people going, yeah, Blizzard's going to add in a dungeon into that.
Eventually.
Yeah.
They
never did, by the way.
Yeah, no, they never did. They also brought in what Highjaw, what it was going to end up originally being. And a couple other like small islands and zones here and there. So basically, they took a few elements of Cataclysm too, but kept it in classic.
Hmm.
So, like I said, really great ideas and stories and elements and stuff. Just yeah.
Just not something that they're gonna be doing well with.
That probably once the legal things start rolling, I have a feeling that given the legal stuff, it's still going to be up. It just won't be up in servers that like certain countries can reach, including us.
They'll be moving the servers to Russia.
Yeah.
So that they can't be touched because they're using the Nico thing. Basically, they're stealing money, and that's a huge no in a capitalistic society.
Yeah,
RICO is what it is. They're using the RICO.
The RICO Act.
Yeah, the RICO Act, which is basically somebody is siphoning your fund.
And...
Yeah, like that's a big old no. And the only reason they can do that is because they are profiting off of Blizzard's IP.
Yeah, well, I mean, even then, it's all like the racketeering and things like that. It's all speculation. I don't think they have any hard evidence in it, but that's how they're pushing the legal actions to get the server shut down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'd be willing to go out on a limb here and say, even though they have been making money off of it, they probably don't have Blizzard lawyer money. So
no, absolutely not.
Well, I guess now at this point it's Microsoft lawyer money.
And they've got even more. Yeah. Microsoft is a company. They are a global enterprise that can destroy anybody.
Well, Chicken, is there anything that you wanted to talk about? We've all had our turns.
Not really. Not really.
I mean,
I played Peak and I played the Isle again a little bit. Raptors and whatnot are always fun.
Getting eaten.
Yeah, and oxygen not included. I got eaten twice. But that's fine.
That's part of it. They updated the Isle for the
I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to be 100% honest. This game is so slow in development, and it has taken years to get even a single dino out. But they are so hyper focused on development. Like each of the dinosaurs have like 10,000 different animations. Like every polygon on their body has a very they are so particular about their dinosaurs. So they're very, 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 very slow. If you want to play a T-Rex, don't play a T-Rex. Just don't. I love the T-Rex, but gaw. One, they're small and pathetic, and they can get eaten very quickly, and it takes a long time. It's like 7 to 8 hours to become full grown. And then when you're full grown, you're not very fast. You're more of an ambush dino. So you've got to be very careful because several of them can, the meta in that game is just absolutely.
I mean, technically, if you read about the T-Rex, they were kind of an ambush predator anyway. So
exactly, they're not very fast, but man, if they get their teeth in you, you're just dead. They have bite force of a lot. So, but yeah, I like to play the Raptor because it's small. It only takes about 2-3 hours to become full grown, and you're kind of a pack animal style. So you'll just hear raptors in the distance do their little yelp thing, and then as a baby you can do it back and eventually find your pack so that you can kind of group up and stay with them. They'll help feed you, things like that.
Or it can be a lazy alligator and just wait for things to come along and chomp the shit out of them.
The alligator takes about 6 hours to become full grown, and they're the one of the species in there that can that can cannibalize themselves. So if you want to be a crocodile, you will more than likely get eaten by another one.
Huh.
Regularly.
No, I don't think I will.
I love playing the Dinosuchus. They are great, and they are really, really, really great ambush predators. If you get to be full grown, they are probably the best style to play. They are absolutely great because you'll just be in the water. You can see above the water, and then the dinos will come for a drink, and you'll just snatch them right in there, drag them down into the water, and drown them.
Interesting.
So it's
Are you
Good stuff.
distracted by your Lions game right now?
Yes, it started.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty much all we have if you want to wrap up so you can go watch it. I'm wearing my shirt.
That's all
You're
I
wearing
have.
your shirt.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I've played.
Okay.
So.
Well, I think Oak is getting back to streaming, so if you want to see him on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/MDB Oaktree. I don't think he has a set schedule. I think at this point he's like, yeah, whenever I get time and the wild hair to do so, I'll turn it on. So there's that. Chicken may or may not stream at some point in the nebulous future.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And his is twitch.tv/EliteChicken313. If and when he ever gets back to that. Otherwise, you can hit us up on Discord. We chit-chat there. We haven't been as present on Discord lately, but I think it's because we were all very busy. But I know for some of us, we're at the slower part of our busy season stuff at work, so we'll probably be around just a teeny bit more. Yeah. Also, never feel intimidated to talk to us on Discord. Like that
I'm
chicken
always
coop
there.
Discord is there for a reason. Use it. It's fine. Or leave a comment on YouTube. I don't care. It's fine too.
Oh yeah, if the Discord has a little notification, I always see it. It's the only Discord that I have notifications on for.
Yeah.
So if I ever have a notification, always for that Discord.
Hey.
So absolutely, drop a line.
Our internet was being real shady there for a second. You got real choppy.
I know.
But
Yeah. So.
okay.
But yeah, that should be.
Well, I guess that's all of the things because we don't really do much other social media. So, okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm Griff.
Right. I'm Chicken.
I'm Bugger.
Bye.
Bye.
Please hang up and try again.